On the morning of the third day, no sound came from the prison. A well-armed force ascended the hill, warily entered the enclave through the south entry. Wading through knee-high salt water in almost total darkness, they found Kretzer, machine gun in hand, but he was dead. Coy, still wearing Captain Weinhold's uniform, floated in the slimy swamp of water, face down, gun in hand. Hubbard, still holding the carving knife with which he'd started the assault, slumped against a wall, dead, his body still warm. The riot was over. But for Officer Larry O'Brien, there was yet another scene to be completed before the record could be closed.
Of course, the grand finale of the Alcatraz riot occurred sometime later at San Quentin. Shockley and Blackie Thompson, an Amarillo, Texas cop killer, was executed for his part in the riot. I had been assigned to be the officer in charge of the viewing room. I believe I was the only San Quentin personnel in this viewing room other than the executioners. These men strapped Thompson and Shockley in the chair and, as usual, wished them happy landing, at which time Shockley is reputed to have deliberately spit in their face. Thompson took it rather matter-of-factly. He did give me a wan sort of smile, and then it was all over.
But so was Alcatraz. So was Alcatraz as a place of ironclad security and decent penal purpose. Investigation after the fact proved the dread Ultra Bastille was, in fact, a monument to incompetency and completely out of line with modern penological concepts. It produced monsters, and expensively. While other prisons did a good job at between $1,500 and $1,800 a year per man, Alcatraz confined them at $5,000 per convict. And San Francisco was tired of having a human cesspool in her front yard. Her newspapers and mayors reflected this often and loudly. The federal government moved slowly, and a decade later it took its guards, guns, and its gangsters away. It took them to more modern institutions where there is no tidewater dungeon, no sand fleas or rats, no cry of seagulls to accentuate the loneliness and isolation. From the day when the last convict and guard departed from the island, Alcatraz has retreated into a pattern of regression, anticlimax, and decay. The omni-metallic interiors of the buildings, under the onslaught of fog and saltwater corrosion, have rusted and fallen apart. Weeds grow everywhere, and paint peels. Indian groups have squatted on the deserted preserve and exacted their toll of sabotage and destruction. Soon, it is said, even they will have gone. Plans for reclamation of the rock are many and varied, but some believe that in the welter of indecision and acrimony that has developed regarding their execution and funding, nothing will occur, at least not for a while. Meanwhile, the strange, sinister island in the middle of San Francisco Bay, which never has enjoyed the opportunity to be put to happy human use, continues to drift like an abandoned hulk toward an unknown fate, toward perhaps some other ugly usage. Meanwhile, as in the past before the Spaniards came, the seagulls are taking over again.